So, pretty much every breakfast place ever has their version of a pumpkin pancake. And given that I don't do breakfast often, I thought today I would do something a little different and get one of those. The thing that worries me is that I want to say it is going to be lacking something, and I get a feeling I'm going to wish it had something like chocolate chips. So what it looks like is it looks pretty dark, pretty brown, and I normally don't like my pancakes like that. So we're off to a bad start. Anyway, it looks like this, convincingly orange. I mean, it smells good. It's just I'm worried about how dark it is, because I like things to be golden instead of more on the toastier side. Anyway, I'm gonna try it like this, no syrup, nothing. See how I manage. So that wasn't bad. It was slightly better than I expected. Despite it looking dark, it doesn't have that burnt up taste to it. This is a pretty fluffy pancake. I like fluffy pancakes as opposed to the crusty tasting and texture ones. I'm gonna pour some syrup on this next bite. The pumpkin flavor is pretty faint. It's not bold or anything. And I think that might be a good thing, because pumpkin is something I like depending on the texture. And the texture I seem to like it most is when it's in pie form. Bready things, hit or miss. Okay, I put some syrup in it. Let's see how it goes. Okay. The syrup certainly helps it, as usual, with pancake. But it doesn't really depend on it. It's a good boost, but it's not necessary for you to enjoy this. I think if the syrup were warm, it would be a little extra. I'm gonna take another bite of it dry like this. See what I think. Yep. If I'm looking for the pumpkin taste, obviously I need to have it plain. And this is the portion of it that has the flavor, the inside of it. But if I want to taste something sweet and mute the pumpkin taste more, then I gotta use the syrup. But this is a good pumpkin taste. It's not anything weird or crazy. The place I went to doesn't use artificial things. Now, to answer my question of chocolate chips, this would have been better with chocolate chips. Chocolate chips and pumpkin stuff, when it's baked, they go really well together. Had I ordered this in person, I would have requested that, but online, I didn't see a button to let me add anything to a pancake. Maybe because it's a seasonal item. Seasonal items tend to be really hard to customize, depending on where you go. And this is a local place. But yeah, guys, I'm glad for this experience. I didn't love it, but I didn't dislike it. I think I could love this if it had chocolate chip, which I could go home and add my own and throw it in the microwave. But we're not gonna do that. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let me know your thoughts on pumpkin items, especially for breakfast. Is this something you do? Or do you feel like pumpkin is kind of corny and you get tired about it at some point? I think pumpkin fatigue is real. I experienced it last year. So much so, I had nothing. I didn't have any pies. I had nothing because I feel like I'm being conditioned to that. And I don't like when I feel like I'm being programmed to indulge in something. I will indulge in something because I want it, and period. Not because the calendar is saying now is the time. Okay, that's it. Bye.